Hey guys, welcome back to another Yo-Kai Watch unboxing video, and today we're gonna be opening up the Yo-Kai Watch Bazooka. That's right, there's literally a bazooka in the Yo-Kai Watch universe. But before we begin, I gotta give a shout out to my boys at Hobby Link Japan. They have a wide selection of Yo-Kai Watch toys, figures, model kits, and most importantly, Yo-Kai medals. And they're all just one click away. Click the link in the description if you want to buy your own Yo-Kai Bazooka for yourself. And now that we've done that, let's check out this box. Holy crud, it is giant, but as you can clearly see, it says Yo-Kai Bazooka, ignore Ultimate Robonyan, who just totally got knocked out. But yeah, the artwork on this is pretty darn cool. From what I can gather, this specific item appears in the Yo-Kai Watch movie that just came out in Japan, and you can even see Robonyan at the very bottom there, which is pretty cool. But here's the thing, unlike a lot of other Yo-Kai Watch toys, some assembly is required. Wow, that is a big box. And what is inside the big box? Well, all the pieces to make your Yo-Kai Bazooka, and also a medal. Bundled in with the instructions includes the exclusive medal for this piece of merch, which is none other than the Tough Tribe's very own. Wait for it, wait for it. Man, this pack is durable, but there he is. Ultimate Robonyan. Whoa, that looks sick. And honestly, this thing deserves a close-up shot. Look at that medal. Not my favorite metal artwork of all time for Dream Medals, but man, it is close to being one of the best. Just simply design-wise, oh my gosh, it looks so cool. But this specific medal has some awesome functionality with the Yo-Kai Watch Dream, so let's test it out. So, depending if you win the Dream Roulette or not, Ultimate Robonyan will say, "I'll be back," or which is his alternative dialogue. And fun fact, this guy actually has the same voice actor as Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What does that have to do with anything? I don't stinking know, but now that we've seen the medal, it's time to assemble the bazooka. So for the construction portion of this video, since this is a Japanese product and the instructions are purely in Japanese, I'm gonna do a test to see if I, someone who doesn't speak a single word of Japanese, can assemble a children's toy. So yeah, I'm gonna speed up and then let's see if I can do it. And now for the last part. Actually, assembling the bazooka wasn't even that hard. I only had to look at the instructions where to put on the last two pieces, and wow, these balls are really, really light. I feel like I'm gonna definitely lose these, but now to the final step. So the Yo-Kai Bazooka comes with 6 of these balls, and essentially you just put them in like this. It's really that easy, you just stuff them in there. One at a time, probably. I don't think you could... Actually, no, it could probably fit and put 2 at the same time. Let's actually test out that theory. Nope, it looks like just 1. Once you put 1 in, it starts to get a little cramped in there, and yeah, I think that about does it. It fits all 6 balls inside, which is pretty darn cool. I guess we should probably close this now, but before we shoot the Yo-Kai Bazooka, let's check out how it looks. So starting things off, the Yo-Kai Bazooka is mostly molded in this like off-white kind of gray, similar to the first Yo-Kai watch actually. And while it's not a bad thing, it does make it not really stand out too much. It is a good thing you have these black pieces on the end and the, well, giant orange cylinder to kind of get rid of that, but a little bit of color probably could have gone a long way. At the handle, it's a little bit hard to make out, but you have this sort of design which was on the first Yo-Kai watch strap, and on both sides you either have a Yo-Kai spirit icon or an Oni icon or line. I don't know, it's some sort of beast. And he angry, oh man he is. And last but not least, we have the part in which we put our Yo-Kai watch Dream, which has a pretty nice looking exterior. So let's actually mount the watch and see how it looks once it's on top. And wow, it actually helps out a lot with the color aspect. You can see the gold really does help it out, and it sort of matches the watch, so it doesn't look like it doesn't belong there. But now, onto the main gimmick of the Yo-Kai Bazooka. It's time to load in Ultimate Robonyan. But before you insert your Ultimate Robonyan medal, it's important not to forget to link your Dream Watch to the Yo-Kai Bazooka. And now that we've done that, it's time to put in Ultimate Robonyan! Oh, sick. We actually got the best part of the roulette. We got the Oni blast mode. So, as I mentioned before, on both sides, there is an Oni face and a spirit face. And we just got the Oni fire. So now, when we press the Dream Watches button, we will get this giant explosion. And yes, you can spam that, and it sounds really funny. I love that. Now let's try our hand with the roulette again, and see if we can get the other sound effect. And it sounds like, yeah, on our second try, we actually got the fireworks sound effect, which, sounds like you'd imagine. Yeah, it's just a dinky little firework. Now that we understand all the metal functionality that the Yo-Kai Bazooka has to offer, what do we do next? Well, it's time for target practice. So now it's time to see how strong the Yo-Kai Bazooka is! It's pretty darn strong. Man, I gotta say, this thing is pretty darn powerful. Like, seriously, check this out. That's strong, man. The only downside that I can really get from using the Yo-Kai Bazooka is that the spring is really loud. And sometimes, at least on the one that I have, you have to use a lot of pressure to get out that last foam ball. But honestly, it's not a bad product. This is like the best toy yet from Yo-Kai Watch. I'm not even kidding. All around, the Yo-Kai Bazooka surprised me in a lot of ways. Like, it's a fully functional toy. Like, I know Nerf toys from Hasbro get a lot of love, but this is just on par. Like, I played with tons of, like, gun-based toys when I was a kid, and I was still really impressed by this. The balls shoot out pretty darn fast, and it's not a cheap toy, despite being pretty darn inexpensive. By that I mean, it does not feel flimsy, and I feel like as a grown man, I'd have to put through a lot of force into that bazooka to actually break it. But what do you guys think? Are you unimpressed with the Yo-Kai Ultimate Robonyan and his metal functionality, which is kind of meh. Sure, it just adds a little extra sound effects, and the vents on the, like, bazooka right around here don't really amplify the sound a whole heck of a lot, but you can still kind of hear what's, like, going on. So that's, like, the only actual criticism I could get. What looks like a pretty, like, not super exciting toy pleasantly surprised me in a lot of ways, and the functionality that Ultimate Robonyan has is pretty nuts. Functionality that is usually saved for just transparent yokai medals, which Ultimate Robonyan definitely isn't. He's a solid, like, orange color. That's, like, actually really impressive on Hasbro's part, but that's going to pretty much do it for the review. At the end of the day, it's a Yo-Kai Watch gun, bazooka, ballista, whatever you want to call it. And I had a whole lot of fun with it, actually. Like, it even looks pretty good on display. I don't know. I'm pretty much sold on this thing, but what about you guys? Are you impressed by the Yo-Kai Bazooka? Or you'd rather just stick to the watches? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks again to my sponsor, HobbyLink, for supplying this awesome item for this review. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next Saturday with another Yo-Kai Watch toy review. So see you guys then. Bye.